deal with all.
Did like any part of you, just as a player, maybe want to be, go into free agency and see your worth and see what other teams may think about you?
I mean, I do not really want to love attention, but I mean, obviously it would have been nice to experience. I have experienced the free agency before, obviously as a restricted free agent. But I think at the end of the day, like I knew what I wanted, I knew where I wanted to be, and that's in Seattle.
And like didn't want to do any like tours and be wined and dined.
No.
And then, what was it about this team that you wanted to commit to?
I think just obviously the group that we have in the organization. I feel like there's been a lot of investment, obviously in the facility. Just the professionalism of this team, I think has really leveled up, and I think that's something I just want to be a part of. Obviously Jules committed for 2 years, Sky's committed, team's committed, so I'm committed as well. You're going to play with, and I think that was a really big thing for us with Jules committing last year, and when she did, not going into free agency, and so I think that kind of, I guess, set the tone for me, just knowing who I'm playing with. But I think it's the organization as well. Like I want to be a part of it.
How much of this was a relief for you as somebody who just wants to play basketball? How much of this was just to get it done and so you can concentrate on the court?
Yeah, it's a huge relief. I think with any decision, normally I'm very, I procrastinate a lot with decisions, but I think there wasn't a reason for me to do it. Like I knew this is where I wanted to be, and yeah, I was ready to commit to the team.
And then what about the role that they give you just in terms of, and the leeway and everything else? Can you just talk about that, how that led to it? And you talked about the players, but what about your role as well?
As a player?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, this is my 5th year, which is crazy to say. It's gone so quickly, but I think they have a lot of respect for me. I have a lot of respect for the team as well. And so I feel like communication is really healthy between, play and organization, and that's what it was at the end of the day. I know what they want, they know what I want, and yeah, that was about 19.
Okay.
But time 21. But I don't know, I think I still feel like I don't feel like a 5-year player. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's gone so quickly, but I think I've been really fortunate to have people around me. I'm in my rookie year with Stewie, AC, Jewel, just everyone kind of built me up to where I am today. And so I think my growth has been, I guess, exponential, but it's been steady as well. And so I really attribute that to the players and coaches that I've had in the past.
What's going on? How did you guys get here? 4-game win streak. What's working?
I guess it started in the off season. They made some big changes to the roster. We got some good players in. We've been playing our hardest. We got good vet leadership, great coaches. Everything's just been good, and we're just trying to maintain it.
Speaking of good players they brought in, can you talk about your role, what the expectations were, and how it continues to evolve? Because you seem to keep stepping up your role.
Honestly, Coach gave us our roles at the beginning of the season, at the end of the training camp, in the middle, every other day we getting our roles, so we know what we're supposed to do. And me, I'm just being the vet I am now and just playing into what she say and buying into everything. So everything's been great.
Okay, we don't want to talk about your scout specifics, but there's a lot of stars there, and you obviously come with a pretty good resume as well. Mm-hmm. Defensively, offensively, what can you provide for this team?
One of my goals was to be a good two-way player, so I'm trying to provide both, honestly. But my main focus is defense every night. I want us to win games, so I just come in and be focused on defense, trying to guard the best players, stop and defend anything, every position if I can. But my roles, my goals for this season have been, I think I've been maintaining pretty good.
Well, it's working out well, right?
Yeah.
4-game win streak.
Yeah.
Took shots, got stitches at halftime, didn't need stitches tonight. But yeah, that's how it goes. Our league is physical. I think we've seen that. I think those that didn't understand that now, I guess. It's a very physical league, and so it just comes with it. I welcome the physicality. And yeah, I'm okay. I thought it went well tonight. Obviously, we were led by Ezi tonight. I thought she started us out really well and just a steady Betty the rest of the game. Defensively set the tone right away with a block shot and led us in plus minus today. So everything was well when she was on the floor for us. But yeah, I thought it was a good game in the first half. We could do better with finishing quarters. And in the third quarter, we started out in a struggle. We didn't score, but we held them as well. And so defensively, I feel like we're still growing. We're still building off our defensive games that we've had these past 4 or 5 games. And obviously with no NECA, you saw people stepping up and stepping into different roles for us. And I thought it was a great game for us to start out. For me, I thought, us setting the tone, especially, we hadn't played a game since last Thursday. Coming out, you got, new ball. There's all type of nuances, with Commissioner Cup. So I thought it was good for us just to get that game in for the series with Phoenix. And then setting the tone for this week. We play a lot of veteran teams, a lot of teams that play small ball. Phoenix did some different type of matchups and zones and presses, and so we got to look at a lot of things today. And so just trying to use that momentum, go back and obviously we'll look at film. This is just my first initial thoughts. Go back and look at it and see how we can build and get ready schematically versus Vegas. It's not a big deal, guys, but we're like, yes, that's a huge deal. We're happy to have her. I tell her all the time, I love playing with Ezi. She just makes everything so easy. She blocks a lot of my assignment shots, so I'm like, thank you for having my back. But she's everywhere, just the ultimate helper. Defensively, to start out this year, I think is the top candidate for Defensive Player of the Year. Just her ability to guard on the perimeter, to switch. She was guarding everybody tonight. And so to play in the perimeter, her versatility on offense as well, knocking down a 3, had to respect it, and she got to the basket. Just her ability to finish in a myriad of ways, and then defensively being the anchor for us. I tell her all the time, I said it up here last time we were together, just love being on the floor with her, and I think she's just scratching the surface of the player that we'll see in Final Four.
When the ball moves, that's how we kind of get our shots offensively, and it just opens up the floor, opens up shots for everyone that's on the floor, really. So I think, that's something that we try to do. Just move the floor, get to first side, second side, third side, and doesn't matter who's scoring, but I think when we flow, we look really good.
I don't quite remember that exact play, but probably to be aggressive toward the rim, or when they had their small ball lineup to make sure she's posting. I can't remember that particular play, but I'm sure if it was early on, it was just a reminder about that. I thought she was very aggressive. I thought her pace was really good. A lot of, Ezi's defensive anchor and agility and aggressiveness jump starts what we do on offense. When we're playing in transition and we're playing in space, she's really good. She catches a lot of balls. She has really good hands. She has some tough finishes. But again, there's an energy level to her that we really fed off of. Quiet, silent is the same. Athletic, Ding. Now she is a even more mature, confident beast. We got the defensive belt today, and I said it's not what shows up on a stat sheet. You look at a stat sheet and you say why, but to your point, she's in Diana's space. She's aggressive. She's blowing things up, and she's being very sharp with her scout defense. And so because of that, she got the belt today, because I think it's just important for her to highlight and to continue to empower and encourage her to continue on this path of great defense to start this game. And she's had some tough assignments, and I think she's taken the challenge excellently.